All righty, we're back with the 2024 SHSAT Handbook. We're going back to Form A, and we're going to do a group of questions that I'm categorizing under revolutions, and they're normally about going around a circle, basically, or something that's circular, or something that's repetitive in that fashion. All right, so let's jump into it. All right, so the first question we're going to do is number 66. So it says a revolving sign makes one complete revolution every 90 minutes. So there's something that might be like that, and by the time it goes around and comes back, if you will, it's 90 minutes. Or it could just be a display. We don't actually know what it is or whatever. In any event, so the way we want to set this up, because this also trickles into other areas, we always have to ask ourselves, what is actually the concept you're being tested on? All right, so it's not just about revolutions, but it's about rates. So the rate in this case is going to be 1 revolution per 90 minutes. Okay, we're up to here. So if the sign starts moving at 2:30 p.m., at what time does the sign do 8 revolutions? All right, so I could keep this minutes, but I'm thinking it through, and I'm realizing that this might help me if I say 1 revolution is every 1.5 hours. Okay, that helps me because I can then set up a proportion, which is 1 revolution is the 1.5 hours. Okay, and they're asking us what time it's going to end. So if I know how many hours it's taken, and I'm already perceiving that an hour and a half times 8 is 12, right? So that's kind of my heads up to here. I don't even really need to set up the proportion, but if we do, if 1 is 1.5, 8 revs is how many hours, right? So we do the cross product, right? We're going to get x is equal to 8 times 1.5. And that's equal to 12. All right, so that's why I did this conversion to hours, because I was noticing that it was going to take 12 hours, right? So if it starts at 2:30 and it takes 12 hours, then obviously it ends at 2:30 in the morning, right? From 2:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. And let's see, the next one is going to be 88, or is that 98? I think it's 88. So these aren't too bad per se. And again, I'm categorizing these as revolution problems, even though they're not particularly related to each other. And again, I'm doing this different than other years. Other years, I went through these examples in painful detail. This one, I'm taking the approach, I'm taking it live, and I'm just trying to get through the questions. Other ones, I explored multitude of variations, the concepts underneath it, alternate solutions, all that kind of stuff. We're not going to do that on this go through for this handbook. Maybe again next year I'll do that again, but this time I'm just trying to basically sweep through all the issues here. So the arrow starts at point P, so the arrow is right there, and moves clockwise, so it's going that way, around the circle. It moves through 1 space per minute. So again, that's our rate, if you will. The rate is going to be 1 space for 1 minute, okay? What space will the arrow point to in 100 minutes? All right, so what we need to do is figure out how many positions we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 slots there, really. Okay, so what we really need to do then is divide 100 by 6. So not only is this a revolution question, but it's turning out to be a pattern. So divide 6 into 100, 6 goes into 10 one time with 40 left over, and 6 goes into 46 times, that's 36, and we get a remainder of 4. So 16 represents every time we go through once, we're back at P. So there's 16 times that happens. And then we need to count. So we don't start counting at P we have to go to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we end up at T. And that's all they're asking you to do there. Right? So getting that multiplication right, or sorry, the division right, is essential to solving this. All right, and then let's see, we have another scale question. I would split this off into the second one here, but let me bring up the Form B for a second, because there's one question on Form B involving a revolution as well. Let me just get it loaded. And again, these are really just involving circles more than actually revolutions per se. All right, so that's the example there on number 73. So we have a wheel has 15 spokes. So each little line here is a spoke, okay, equally spaced. So that means there's 15 equally spaced things here as well, and you can count them, all right? What is the measure of the angle between adjacent spokes? So if this is a spoke here, and we call this spoke A, and this is spoke B, spoke A and B are adjacent. They're right next to each other. That's what that means. All right. So you should know that the number of degrees in a circle is equal to 360. Okay. And all it's asking you to do is take 360 and divide it by the number of equally spaced little slices there. Right. Between two spokes creates a slice. So that means they're asking you basically, what is this angle? What is that angle? What is that angle? And so on for all 15. So anyway, 15 goes into 36 2 times. We get 30, we get 6 left over, right? And then 15 goes into 64 times. So we get 24. That's all they're asking you to do for that one, guys. All right. Peace, y'all. We'll do another one soon. Bye.